Can someone actually spy on your phone calls? You may have heard stories about hackers secretly listening to calls, cloning SIM cards, or installing spyware on a phone without the owner knowing. But how much of this is actually possible in 2026, and how much is simply an internet myth? In this video, we'll break down the real risks, explain how phone call interception can happen at a high level, and show you what you can do to protect yourself. Are phone calls easy to hack? The short answer is, not usually. Modern smartphones have multiple layers of security, and simply knowing someone's phone number doesn't normally give an attacker access to their calls. However, there are several different attack surfaces around mobile communications. These can include compromised devices, weaknesses in mobile networks, SIM-related attacks, malicious apps, and social engineering. The important point is that attackers usually need some kind of access, vulnerability, or successful deception. There isn't a magic button that lets someone enter a phone number and instantly hear every call. Spyware and malware. One of the biggest risks is spyware. If malicious software gets installed on a phone, it may attempt to collect sensitive information such as messages, contacts, location data, or other device activity. Some sophisticated spyware has been associated with highly targeted attacks, but these aren't the typical attacks most people encounter. For everyday users, the more realistic danger is downloading suspicious apps, installing software from untrusted sources, clicking malicious links, or giving excessive permissions to an application. That's why keeping your phone updated and installing apps only from trusted sources is so important. SIM swapping. Another major threat is SIM swapping. In a SIM swap attack, criminals attempt to convince a mobile carrier that they are the legitimate account holder. If successful, the victim's phone number can be transferred to a SIM card controlled by the attacker. This can allow the attacker to receive calls and text messages intended for the victim and potentially bypass SMS-based account verification. But remember, SIM swapping isn't the same thing as directly listening to every phone call. Its biggest danger is account takeover and interception of communications that depend on the phone number. To reduce the risk, protect your mobile carrier account with a strong account PIN or password and avoid relying on SMS alone for important authentication whenever stronger options are available. Network-level attacks. There are also attacks involving weaknesses in telecommunications networks. Technologies such as SS7 have historically raised security concerns because weaknesses in signaling systems can potentially be abused to redirect or obtain certain communications data. These types of attacks are much more specialized than ordinary malware or phishing. They generally aren't something an average attacker can simply perform from a laptop with a phone number. This is an important distinction because online videos sometimes make advanced telecommunications attacks look far easier than they really are. Warning signs. So, how can you tell if something is wrong? There isn't a single symptom that proves your calls are being monitored. But unexpected account changes, unexplained SIM activation problems, suspicious apps, unusual permissions, unknown device activity, or strange security alerts should get your attention. If you suddenly lose mobile service while receiving notifications that your SIM or number has changed, contact your carrier immediately. Also review the applications installed on your phone and remove anything you don't recognize. And never ignore unexpected password reset messages or login alerts. How to protect yourself. Here are some simple defensive steps. First, keep your phone and apps updated. Second, use a strong screen lock and protect your important accounts with unique passwords. Third, enable multi-factor authentication using an authenticator app or security key when available. Fourth, protect your mobile carrier account with an account PIN. Fifth, don't install suspicious apps or click unknown links. And finally, regularly review your account security settings and connected devices. These basic habits can dramatically reduce your exposure to common attacks. So, can someone spy on your phone calls? Yes, communication systems can be attacked, but the reality is much more complicated than simply entering a phone number and listening in. For most people, the biggest risks come from compromised devices, social engineering, SIM swapping, and stolen account credentials. Stay updated, stay skeptical, and protect your accounts. And remember, this video is for cybersecurity awareness and educational purposes only. If you found this useful, subscribe for more cybersecurity explanations and digital safety tips.